Hi everyone,
y'all.
I'm Gary.
I'm Ronny.
We are GaRon Stitchery.
The house of GaRon Stitchery.
Welcome back and Happy New Year first of all. It's we made it to 2025. Wow, it has been it's been a year coming, hasn't it? So for those of you that are new, we are a Flosstube channel about cross stitch. We are cross stitchers ourselves, and we, as you can see behind us, we own an LNS located in Ozark, Alabama. And if you don't know what LNS means, it means local needle workshop.
Okay.
And we have a couple of thank yous.
Yeah, we got a card from Paul and Maria in Florida. Thank you so much. I had 2 more cards, but I cannot find it. I don't know where I put it. But thank you everybody for the lovely cards for Christmas, New Year's.
Yeah. And so let's see. We are ready for finishes.
Yeah, I know how to finish.
I'm ready for a finish, but I haven't got one either. All right, let's go into whips. Let's do your whip.
All right.
Let's talk. Let's hear about this lovely whip.
Down. This was crazy.
Technically, it should be finished.
I'm stitching on butterfly bliss on the rabbit, blackbird rabbit, what is fox and rabbit. And I started stitching this one on the 29. Well, I keep stitching because it's a whip. And I'm going to show you my progress and do
a lot.
This butterfly. All right, the 29 and I start. When I do the butterfly, undo the frame, I'm calling the frame, the black, all the black. And when I'm coming down and see, there's no matching here. And I'm panic. I'm running together and I say something is wrong, there's no matching. There is a walk, start counting from the top down. And the second row, I miss it. And I'm jumping to the third row, I'm frog. Then when I'm coming right here in the half and see this point do not match here. And I'm panic again. And I say, no, tell me is this what is bad. And start counting everything here. It was perfect. And then I'm coming and count over here was 1 extra road. I'm frog everything to down. And I stitch it again. And when I'm coming, when I'm checking around here, I found out it's no match. And I'm frog it again. And I'm finished yesterday to the butterfly.
So if you were counting, he technically stitched this 3 times. There's only 4 butterflies, so he could have had it finished this week.
Yep. Yesterday I do around 1,000 stitches.
What?
Yeah. Because I want, a couple of my friends say, put the project away and start doing something else. And I say, nope, this not gonna beat me, this not gonna beat me. And I made it.
Oh, good.
Yeah. And you can see my little progress.
And you're doing this on an 18 count, so it's
18 counts.
Yeah, so it's not a very big piece. It's really pretty nice.
Just some mistakes. We say count twice.
Stitch 4 times.
Once,
oh, count twice, stitch 4
but
times?
I did count 20 times and stitching 100.
Oh, God.
All right. It's a mistake.
All right. So I have a quasi-finish Snow Queen. All the stitching is done on Snow Queen. She's on the roller frame because I'm beating her now. So I didn't want to take her off to lose my place. So So all the stitching's done. I've been doing the beading. I'm starting the beading on the reindeer coming down, and then I'm gonna come over here and do her and come down on her. So tonight I will be beading on her. I started her I was confused about when I started her, but I initially started her January 1st, 2018. So she is my oldest whip. Then I restarted her in January of 2020. So she's my oldest restart. So she is an old girl, and she is going to get done this month. Hopefully by next video, you guys will see her completely.
Yeah, your goal was to finish before New Year's.
Well, I did to finish the stitching. I knew I wasn't going to get the beading done. I wanted the stitching done by New Year's, which I meet that goal. No, she's got millions of beads. Every little hole is a bead, and it just keeps going all around down her dress. So I'll show the back. So that it's fun. The good part is that when there's holes, you just see a hole, you pop a bead in, see a hole, pop a bead. So it's not that hard to count for putting beads. And up in here in her crown, I think she's got, if I looked at it right, she's got like some bugle beads. And so I'm thinking I'm gonna do the bugle beads last because I don't want to roll the bugle beads up in here. I'm gonna do all the regular beads and then I'm gonna come back and do all the bugles. We were just talking about Snow Queen and we had almost half of Enterprise show up, so it was fine. So thank you guys for stopping by. We were showing you, I'm trying to remember, I think we were showing the Snow Queen.
Yes.
And she is in the process of being beaded. That's why I didn't take her off the scroll frame. And so every night I'm gonna be doing a little bit more beading, scrolling her up, and then I'm gonna leave, as I said before, I'm gonna leave the, what do they call it? They're, the bugle beads off to the last so I can do them in my big Q snap. And let's see over there. And then I have a new start.
Yeah.
I think someone just started a new start between all this interruptions. How dare you? All right, so because this month is January and it's designer focus month is Sue Hillis. I started Dark Shadows from Sue Hillis last night. And this is one of my ones that when I meet Sue Hillis at places, I always get a chart from her and I always have her sign it. So I always keep her chart. So I finished one yesterday and I have 5 more to go. So I'm doing this on 32 count Supernatural, which was an exclusive fabric from the Fox and Rabbit Fabric of the Month Club from last year. It's a perfect purple. Look at that black. It just looks really cool. It really pops there. Mm-hmm. So I think I've done the math, and I think I figured out where I can fit all 6 of them on this fat quarter. So, and then I'll have them finished as little ornaments like this, and then we'll probably hang them on a Halloween tree or something. Not sure how yet what I'm going to do, but I've always wanted to do that pattern, and so it's been one of my really go-to kind of patterns. Yeah. And now let's look at, Ronny has a start.
When the customer was shopping, I was planning to start this one after the video when Gary go and roll out the video. But customers come in and they are shopping and I'm start my Patriotic Santa from Sue Hillis. Mm-hmm. It's not much in the start, but
a start is a start.
A start is a start, and that is my start.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah.
Oh, I love your fabric. And that is...
this top row.
The top row?
Okay. I'm coming to here. From here to here.
Okay.
And I'm stitching this one in 18 count.
Caramel macchiato.
Caramel macchiato.
My favorite drink.
Yeah. Yeah. From...
Fabrics by Stephanie. I was thinking Starbucks, but it's Fabrics by Stephanie. Yeah. All right, and so before we get into what's new in the shop and everything, I wanted to go over plans because I've had some fun today. After going through my whip parade, I always try to look and see what I like and what then I compare to what's on the designer focus month. And so I have, guess what? Since it's 2025, I limited my plan to 25 projects that I want to focus on. Not to say that I will get these done or work on them, but they are my January 2025 25 projects that hopefully by the end of the year, they may be finished and on the wall. Or I may get squirreled away after market and get other things. But first one is Sue Hillis, Dark Shadows. Check, I started it. And then so the first 12 I'm gonna tell you because they're the designer-focused designers. So January's designer-focused designer is Sue Hillis. So I started Dark Shadows. And then February's, I'll be working on Father Son, which is Joan Elliott. And Joan Elliott is the designer-focused designer for February. And then March, designer-focused designer is From the Heart, and I'm going to work on her Spooky Quaker, which is it's a little probably like a 5x7 when finished, so it's a fun little thing. And then April the 1st is Nimue, designer-focused designer, and I'm going to work on Robin's Jig. So it's that really cool owl doing the dance. One of my favorites. I've always wanted to start it, so now I have a reason to start it. And then in May is Manny Dodonna is the designer-focused designer. And I'll do the Halloween Days sewing basket. I've had that thing for 9 years, because it's about 9 years. And it came with the little wooden handle with the little bat button and all that stuff. So it's just 4 simple little patterns. I was supposed to stitch it with Jennifer, and I think Jennifer's already finished hers. So, and it's all DMC, so it should be fairly easy. I just got to start it and stitch it. And then June's designer-focused designer is Satsuma Street. And since last market, I wanted to do the funky chickens that she made, where they're like 3D and you pick them up and they say kind of fun little things. I thought that'd be perfect for sitting in the shop. And then July designer-focused designer is Raise the Roof, which I've done all of the clothesline series that I believe I've done them all. So I'm going to work on Jolly Joy Jingle. Say that 3 times fast. It's another one of theirs. It's kind of a cool little elf figure flying, and I think I have it all kitted up. I know I have the threads. I probably have like 2 or 3 different fabrics that I haven't really decided yet. So it's there. Initially, I was going to start Frank's Bride, the exclusive from Meridian Design that was in the Halloween box this year. But I decided, since Meridian Design is an August designer-focused designer, I thought I would start her then. That way I won't put too much stress on myself of getting a lot of things done in January. So Frank's Bride by Meridian Designs will be the August, because Meridian Design is the designer-focused designer for August. And then September designer-focused designer is Rivaris. And I had a tough choice between that because there's 2 that I really like. There's one called Believe, which I put on my list, and it's 2 elf shoes with little stockings, and they got jingle bells on them. And then the other one is a love one. That's really pretty. So we'll find out. By September, I probably have flipped my brain, or maybe if I have time, I could do both of them. And then October designer-focused designer is Stitchy Pros. And so that one I figured I would do the Frankenstein sampler, because we just did Bride of Frankenstein. So Frankenstein sampler was 2 years ago, the Halloween box, or 3 years ago. I think 3. I think 3 years ago. Yeah, 3 years ago was the designer-focused designer, and it's Frankenstein sampler by Stitchy Pros. And then finally we're into November, and the designer-focused designer is Jardine Privé. And Vivian Noel, remember I showed him last week? He's the Santa sitting on top of a snow globe, and all I have is the Santa. He's really small, so I think that would be a great piece to do in November. And then, he's already started, so it's good. And then for December's designer-focused designer, we have Needle Bling, and I have the Christmas Eve ride already started, so I would hope to finish that up. So that is the 12 of my 25. Now the other remaining ones is a hot mess. So first of all, I'm going to go to the ones that I'm obligated to stitch on certain days and times. So Alibi, I'll still be stitching Alibi with the local group on Mondays, every Monday for this year. Witching Hour, since I've been falling behind on that, I have fallen behind. I figured I would start stitching on that one on the Sunday Zoom. So that way it'll remind me to pick it up and stop what I'm doing to stitch it on Sunday Zoom. And then from our Christmas box, Scarlet House is Fa La 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 La. I started that on the 15th, so I'm stitching that with Terry and Sunny and a lot of you others out there are stitching it, but we're going to be stitching ours on the 15th of every month. So it should be done by June, I think. I don't know, it goes pretty quick. So we'll see. And then Feliz Navidad, I'm also stitching that with Terry by Blackbird Design. And we started on Christmas Day. So on the 25th of every month, we're gonna stitch on it. So we'll see how much that gets done. Fingers crossed it gets done by Christmas next year, or I get too excited and I just keep stitching on it and I leave. I don't know, we'll find out. And then Flossability's new chart, the Cabin in the Woods. When we finally get more back in stock and I can get a copy, I will start that, but only after Alibi is done. So once Alibi is done, then we'll start our new Mondays. Murder Monday Stitch Day would be Cabin in the Woods. And then I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I have 8 of my old whips that have been calling to me, and when I showed them in the video, they called to me. When I packed them up, they were still calling to me. So I'm like, okay, these, I really want to focus on them, so I'll try and get to these sporadically through the month. I'll see which one fits, like if one of the months is a heavy stitch, and then I'll pick a smaller stitch. I haven't decided which month I'm gonna do these on, but it will definitely be in 2025. So Frankster by Amy Brucken, that really cool Frankenstein on that green polka dotted fabric that I showed. Oh Feathers, because it's halfway done, so it could be it's just the bird and more of the feathers in the border. Nativity by Glendon Place.
The Nativity.
Because it's a lot done. It's almost done. It's really close to being done. I was just shocked how much I had done on it. Secret Santa, the series. I put the series because there's 3 done and there's 6 to go. So if I get a couple of those done, I'll be happy. If I get all of them done, I'll be really happy. But we'll see what gets done. And then of course, Princess Leia and Ginger said they definitely want Dog's Declaration done. So that one is definitely on the list. And then I saw Wickedy was almost done. That's the witch holding the frog balloon. Just finish the dress and do the balloon. I think it could be done. And then of course there's Vincent Van Gogh from Silver Creek Samplers. Some of you are calling it Bite Night or something like that, but that's the words on there, but the design is actually called Vincent Van Gogh. And I just gotta finish the frame of bats and he'll be done.
Okay, Dog Declarations is for ink circles.
Yeah.
Wickedy.
Oh, Wickedy is the Cricket Collection.
Cricket Collection. And Vincent is from Silver Creek Samplers.
Yep. And then of course, Sarah, I did not forget about you. And Caroline, I did not forget about you either. Eggs All Around will be finished. It's by Glendon Place. Will be finished this year. So heads up, get it out, start doing your eggs. It would be nice to have it done by Easter. And luckily Easter is like on the 22nd of April, I think. It's like 20-something of April. So I have a good chance of getting it done, getting some of these done. So yeah, we went through all those already. Yeah, those were our Monday stitch. So I figured if I limit my schedule to 25 in 25, I might have a good chance of getting it done, worked on, or some kind of plan. So that is my plan for 2025. Wish me luck. As soon as I go to market, I'm gonna see all the squirrels, and every month when new things come out, more squirrels. And so we'll see. And then of course I got Nettle coming back from the finisher, the Animal Cracker. So once I see her in person finished, I'm probably gonna wanna do even more of the Animal Crackers. But, oh, that reminds me. Last night, Thursday, Hoffman dropped what's new. And those of you who didn't get to go to Jingle Ball and you saw that Stacey Nash released 3 animal crackers, she just released them to market for us. So I ordered mine last night at midnight for the shop. So probably in about a week's time, we'll be showing them on a video by next week. So look on the lookout for it. And that is all our stitching.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so
New in the shop.
yep, new in the shop.
New or coming back.
Yep, we don't have a lot. We have a few things. This is a fun story. So those of you that's been doing the or tried to do the Nora Corbett reindeer for the last 2 years, the Mill Hill bead packs have been on back order with us and probably every other shop for 2 years. They are finally coming in. We just got in Blitzen and Dancer. So we have those two in, and we have many of the others in, and they're all listed on the website. We are getting more of the patterns in, but I know a lot of you already have the patterns and you've been looking for the bead packs. So, and that's the reason I didn't put those on the list to do, because I'm like, we gotta get everybody caught up with what they've been waiting on. So I figured, let's not do the pressure this year, but 2026, those reindeer will be worked on.
Mm-hmm.
And this is new and back in the shop. It's the Parrot. It's Parrot by Salty Stitcher.
Yeah. And when the witching hour is done with Jeanna SAL, she want to start this out with the GaRon group.
The way she's done the witching hour.
Yeah, but as they announced it later. But
yeah, I think the witching hour SAL is somewhere scheduled to be finished sometime in February. So you got time.
Yeah.
So you got time to get your pattern. So this is the pattern heads up.
Yeah.
It is stitched with 3 DMCs. So I think it'd be fun to see what color fabrics people are going to pick, if they're going to stitch with these colors or go to different colors. Or I was thinking it'd be cool to do it all in black and then have a really bright colored fabric, or I don't know, just have fun with it. I think it's a great piece to have fun with.
Yeah, I'm gonna be in this house.
Yeah, Ronnie's gonna do that one.
Yeah.
So, woo! That means I gotta get the witching hour done. All right, so then speaking of animal crackers, we got more of the British series. This is Clovis. And he is a weasel. That's what I was told. That's what I vaguely remember. Weasel. He looks like a little, to me, he looks like a little dog. One of those little chihuahuas. Looks like a little chihuahua to me. The way the face looks. But I don't know. But he is a weasel. I hope that's right. Okay. And then Bobbin is back. He's like the gateway animal cracker because he's really small and his little pillow. Once you get hooked on him, then you get to the other ones that are a little bit bigger. But he's a cute one. And now, we had this last time and we got a bunch of these in because there was a lot of you that wanted this. This is called Santa and Miss Claus. So if you're looking for this pattern on the website, it's easier to type in MRS Claus and it'll come up. Because for some reason, the website search does not like the use of ampersand. I don't know. And so I just want to give you a heads up. And it is from Tiny Modern, so you can always go through the Tiny Modernist folder and look through that way if you wanted to. And these guys are all done with DMCs. And if they're on 28, if they're on, wow, they're pretty small. So if you do it on 14 count or 28 count, they're going to be 4 inches wide by 7 inches tall. And if you did it on 16 count or 32 count, they'd be 3.5 inches wide by 6 inches tall. So not that bad. And then of course, if you want 36 or 40, they get even smaller. So I think that's be kind of cool little piece. Is that on your list or maybe? No? Okay.
This look like coming instructions how to finish it.
Yeah. Finish it that way. Yeah. And then this is the latest one from Primrose Cottage, Winter Forest. It's a drum.
Gorgeous.
Isn't that cute?
I love it. I like that.
All right. So I'll show you, this is a computer version of what it looks like when it's all open. So it's all open like that. That's what you see when you stitch. And it's done with, they actually did it with cottage garden threads. So they used, for the white, they used Psalm. I don't think I've seen that color before. And then for the green, they've used Conservatory. Conservatory is a very pretty green from cottage garden thread. So I would use the Conservatory. I'd probably switch to B5200 for the white snowflakes, or Blanc or something like that, because there's no variegation. So I would definitely use the variegated floss for the trees. I think that's really fun.
Mm-hmm.
And you guys can kind of tell it is Sue Hillis's Designer Focus Designer Month. So what we got in is mostly Sue Hillis. And
Yes.
And so here is Good Night. And it comes with the little key charm right there. And then here is the easy edition. Okay.
Yeah.
So here is Creature Feature. I've done this guy, and this is the guy that I did in that behind a magnify glass that I have here in the shop, and I still do want to do the others. I love this little froggy. He's kind of fun. And I didn't do the border. Sorry. Those borders are stitched, the black and white check. I didn't do the border. It makes it a little more updated, more modern without the border sometimes. But if you like the border, you can do it. This one is really pretty. I love this. It's called A Study in Blue. And it has all the instructions on how to make it into this box. So you stitch the banner. It's an alphabet around the size, and you do that on the top. And then there's another little piece here you can do. But I think this would be cute if you just finished this as a giant drum. Have it finished as a giant drum like that. Like Early Christmas Morning is done by Blackbird. I think it would be great. Then you wouldn't have to worry about opening and closing, and it would look really cool. But that one's fun. This one always puts a good smile on my face. This is Snowman Wisdom, and I do have this one stitched in the shop. Look at that, it's so cool. I love Sue Hillis because they're all DMC colors. And that's fun. It's a nice long one. And here is another of those. This is called Christmas Morning, so it's another one with the little piece that you would do. And it's got the instructions on how to make it into a little container that you open up. And then actually there's a bonus one here where you just stitch the top. So, and then you've got a couple of bonus ones in here, and then here's would be another little bonus one. So you could have like 3 of those little containers or 3 little drums. That'd be kind of cool. This one's definitely on my list to do, but I didn't want to push it for January. After finishing the Snow Queen, I kind of wanted something simple to relax my palette, and here is the one that I am doing, Dark Shadows. We just talked about it, so we got more of these in for you. And then this one may be picked up after Dark Shadows, only if I finish one of the other items on the list, because it was a tough call. It's called Something Wicked Box and Smalls. So love this box here. So this is the edge. So it's an alphabet edge all the way around. And this is the only reason I didn't pick it up and start it this year is because why I picked the chandelier versus this one, because I'm already doing a massive alphabet with Witching Hour. I didn't want to over ABC it. So this will be coming up, and I love this little coffin thing here and this little piece here. So this one's on my squeeze in list. You know, I have my 25 plus I have my squeeze in list for maybe January.
That is all what we have coming back and new in the show.
Yep. And so right now we do have openings in our Fabric of the Month Club for Fox and Rabbit, Fabrics by Stephanie, and Seraphim Fabrics. Now the Fabrics by Stephanie and Seraphim Fabrics, we only have openings for 36 count linen, 32 count linen, 36 count linen, and 40 count linen. Fox and Rabbit, we have some openings in the 16 count Ada, 18 count Ada, 32 count linen, and 40 count linen.
And we have around 20 openings in the Bag of the Month club. We have around 20, I think it's 20 openings for the Bag of the Month. The bag size are 12 by 18 and 12 by 13. Any you want to join our club, just send us emails.
To send an email to garon.totenbags@gmail.com. Please do not comment on this video that you want to order something or join a club, because that's not how we do our clubs and signups officially through email. That way it's a contract, as far as in my mind it's a contract. I can find it. Comments and posts can always be deleted and removed and lost. And we have a very active Facebook group, so it's very hard to find things for us on there too. So that's why we prefer email for all the things.
Yeah.
Which also means it's January. In February, we'll start all the designers sending out previews, and we're getting ready pre-market stuff. So because market is March the 6th through the 7th, no, the 7th through the 9th. And if you don't know what market is, it's the Nashville Needlework Market. And every year, all the shops in the United States and across the world and designers get together in Nashville. The designers have all their new items there for the shops. So it's a wholesale shopping event. And then the shops come back and we post the things on the websites and we post the things in our stores. What really helps the stores and the designers know what they need to do and need to bring is pre-orders. Pre-orders is a great gauge. So what I try to do as a shop is I post all the items that I am fully aware of. I don't do snippets or sneak peeks. I only post the items that's fully identified, what they are, the name, the price, and that's basically all I will have available on our website under Nashville Marketplace section. And so those items will always show sold out on our website, because those are pre-order items. Pre-order items are always sold out because we don't collect money for items we don't have.
Yeah.
So we will post those items there, and you'll send us an email with the name of the item, the name of the designer, because we say that because many designers have the same named pattern, and we don't want to order and buy the wrong thing if we're thinking apples and oranges and you wanted a banana.
Yeah, and we accepting. Do not worry. You need to send multiple emails. Any emails you want to send with different items, so you thinking you had your list and then you see something new, because this is a process that almost every day, new designers sending new products, information, and that is a couple of weeks that Gary working with adding things and the market
section.
Nashville Market is what it's called.
Yeah.
Nashville Market section and the website.
Yeah. And the reason is also why we accept multiple emails and we expect multiple emails, because each designer releases their items to us at different times and they give us a deadline. Each designer gives us a deadline so we can pre-order. So we don't have a solid deadline. Because of limited resources and stuff, if there's items that we have no pre-orders for and it doesn't spark our attention, we will buy it. We may not buy it. We may not get it. So, and if you said, "Oh, I thought they were going to get that," if you didn't pre-order it, we don't know you wanted it. So that's another thing why we use it as a marketing tool to know what to get.
Yeah, the only way Gary got it, the pre-orders, is by email, please.
Yes. Because
he no go to Messenger and Facebook or text messages or nothing like that.
Or phone calls.
All is by email, because he opened the email and he copy and pass and copy or whatever.
Cut and paste, copy everything into the spreadsheet. So that's why we ask for your name, your PayPal email, and your zip code, because as I have that email open, I'm taking care of your order from that email and I'm copying it all into the spreadsheet. So if I don't get the complete information, I can't add it to my spreadsheet. So then I put it in a later file, and sometimes it takes me a while to get back to it.
Yeah.
And then also we don't take pre-orders for fabric because first of all, the fabric dyers don't take pre-orders for fabrics. So we are only able to buy what fabric we can get as we walk into Nashville, because you can always order fabric anytime through the year.
Yeah. And because we mentioned this because the time is running fast. 3 days ago was 2024, now it's 2025. And another thing I like to mention is in April, is around the corner too, and we will be celebrating our
1 year.
Our first anniversary, 20th anniversary, our first anniversary in this shop.
Yep.
And we hope we can do a little celebrations.
Yeah. So the dates are, I'll put them down here. I know it's in April, the end of April, but I'll put the exact dates there so that way you'll know.
And in any case you want to come and join us for our anniversary.
Yeah. We have a couple of people already scheduled to come in. This was the list of designer-focused designers, which we already went through.
Okay.
I wanted to also remind everyone that in the drop-down menu on every one of our videos, we have information in there. We have the name of our framer, we have the name of our finisher that we use, and we have the list of the 2025 designer-focused designers. We put them there. We also have the list of the designer-focused designers under resources on our website, just in case, because everyone's pulling their plans and stuff together and like, oh, where's that list at? I knew someone had that list. And you don't want to listen to the whole video to hear when I just read this list. It's easier to click on the drop down on any video and you'll see it for 2025 or under resources on the website.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm thinking that is all what we have for today. Thank you, Jean, for joining us. And again, happy
New Year. Bye.